Good morning. It's 4:30 in the morning and I'm about to embark on an adventure. Headed out to Arizona to build a house. So here we go. Telling my family goodbye, kissing them all before I leave, and I'm out the door. Well, we just showed up to the job site here in Arizona, and my brother Lloyd and Joseph and his wife are here already, getting everything laid out. A beautiful day. It's a little chilly, but nice compared to what we've been coming from, about 30-some degrees here. And no snow, blue sky, it's perfect. So they've already got the logs spread out, all the lumber's been delivered. Everything is here that we need to get started on the project. There's all the supplies that we need to build the house with that we brought along from Meadowlark. There's the log truck that just got delivered the logs, and there's a foundation. In a couple days it's going to look quite different. Alright, this is the end of day one, the half a day's work right here. There's Lloyd, my brother Lloyd, and there's Joseph, Lloyd's son Joseph. And we're just getting this framing all wrapped up here. This is about, I don't know, 5 hours of work or so. Tomorrow we'll get it inspected, and then the tongue and groove plywood will go on top of that next. And then we're putting a porch on the front here. She's getting a 6-foot porch, I believe, right on the front with some log steps going down. There's a little pad that needs to be framed up yet. Okay, we're putting the subfloor on this morning, and the guys are just putting the last piece of OSB on. Been working here about an hour or so and getting this thing wrapped up. Next thing we got to do is put this porch on the front of it. We're getting ready to put metal flashing around the outside that helps protect the rim right there. So we have 3/4 inch tongue and groove OSB on here. Here's the crawl space to get down into the basement, into the crawl area down there. About a 2 or 3 foot crawl. Going well. Be a fun project. Okay, now we're putting on the flashing for around the rim here. We've got this ice and water shield to protect that rim. And we're putting the metal on, then we'll put cedar on top of that. We're laying the first row of logs with this crane right here. That's not a crane, like a cat loader. Getting it ready so when the crane does show up, we're good to go. Getting the porch framed up right here. There we are, lunchtime, and we got 1 row of logs on, all done, and we're ready to start with the second row. We got the porch framed up here. It's going good. Getting some more logs set. Putting the cedar fascia on the outside edge to make it look pretty.
Okay, put the thing in now. This
Hey, things are progressing well. We've done all this with just that loader. We've got 4 rows laid and a little bit more there in the front. We're up to the windows now. You can see the window cutouts starting to appear. And we got all the logs laid out, all the foam gaskets put on there. You can see the foam gasket that we put on there. And then the logs also get screws. There's these holes right there. That's where our pins go in, steel pins for earthquake and hurricane, that type of stuff. And then now they're getting the gables put together so they're ready. We'll lift those all up in one piece tomorrow when the crane gets here. So 7 o'clock in the morning, the crane will be here. We're almost done for the day. We got the porch all wrapped up. Let me show you the porch. So we used rough sawn, larch planking, full 2-inch by 8-inch larch planking that we cut in our mill at Meadowlark. It's going to make a nice finish exterior floor here. Holds up well. And there's day 1 for you. We'll get the logs all laid tomorrow if all goes well. There comes the crane right there, setting our logs this morning. It's, I guess, the second full day here, and we're up to row 10 on a few logs, and ready for row 5 on these long ones here. It's a beautiful day here in Arizona on this 26-foot by 30-foot cabin. Gonna get started here as soon as the crane gets set up. A little frosty, about 23 degrees this morning. There's a saw cut so we know where to line it up. We put a tack in there just to hold it in place temporarily while we screw it. We put 6-inch log screws here in the corner to hold the corners together. Well, there we are. It's 10 a.m. and we're getting it really close to done here. That's the makings of a log cabin in Arizona right there. We built this whole gable on the ground. You can see the purple notches in there, lifting it all up into one piece. There's the ridge pole going in. 2 more permanent to go. And there's the last log going up. Got this thing all done before lunchtime. When we got here this morning, we had part of it was up to row 4, and then we had some small logs laid up, and all the rest got done here. It's about 11 o'clock, I believe. These small cabins go up fast with good crew. Wow, there it is. That's the end of day 2. 2 full days and a half a day's worth of work right there. That's pretty impressive. The guys sure did an amazing job. We got all the logs laid by noon, actually by 10:30 I believe it was, 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then we got the roof on. Now we're ready for rafters, and most of the windows have been partially cut out, so we're way ahead of schedule. It's going awesome. It's beautiful here. Good evening. Nice, beautiful evening here in Arizona. Been kind of chilly all day, but it's good working weather.